I'm so glad my husband's family called our baby ugly. When my son Elliot was born, my husband made one thing clear. No photos of the baby online, no matter what. You know how crazy people are these days. Our child deserves privacy, he told me, and I honestly thought it was sweet. So I agreed we'd keep it intimate, just close family. So for a year, no one saw anything from us online. Everything was stored away on our phones or printed out in a little photo album, and I loved it until I found out the truth. 3 days before our son's first birthday party, I got an urgent text from my husband's sister that read, "Cancel the party." I stared at the message, feeling confused, and called her. "What's wrong? Is someone sick?" She immediately started bawling on the line, apologizing over and over while I stood there, slowly getting more anxious. "I can't do this to you anymore," she stammered. Then she began spilling everything. Every awful secret my husband's family had hidden for an entire year. "Your husband, my brother, he made a group chat when little Elliot was born," she said. "He sent us photos of the baby, complaining about how ugly Elliot was." She paused and sent me screenshots of the chat. My husband going on and on about how our baby had the face of a Teletubby. She explained how for the past year, her entire family had been laughing and saying awful things about me and my child, comparing him to creatures, making bets on if he'd ever grow out of it. And my husband had started it all. He'd been the most active participant, and now they were planning on going to the party just to laugh at my son in person. I was livid. My hands were shaking from how furious I was, how betrayed I felt. But then something else took over, something cold and clear. I told her the party was still happening, but asked her to stay home that day. "Trust me," I said, "this is one party you'll want to miss." I spent the next 3 days preparing. I set up cameras in every room, hiding them in places I knew no one would ever check. On the day of the party, I made sure everything was ready to record. Friends and family started showing up. Everyone brought gifts and smiled at me. They cooed over Elliot. "Wow, he's getting so big now. Look at those cheeks." Throughout the party, I played the perfect hostess, serving cake, giving them plenty of time to be alone with the baby. That night, after everyone left, I sat down and watched every second of the footage. The moment I turned away, my husband's family started. "He really is so unfortunate looking." "You mean he has her unfortunate features?" his mother corrected. They all laughed. His brother poked our baby's nose and said it reminded him of a bulldog. My husband leaned back on the couch laughing with them. "I know, trust me," he said. "It's even worse when you see it every single day." Then he added, "Honestly, when I first saw him fresh out of my wife, I thought no way someone like me could have a baby like that. Put it back." They laughed even harder. Then he said something that made me freeze. So, of course, I took a paternity test. The results should be here any day now. If it comes back that he's not mine, well, now we know where he gets all the ugly genes from, right? I spent that entire night editing, creating a montage of every cruel comment, every disgusted face, every joke, and I made sure to highlight my husband's comments the most. Then, I wrote a caption explaining everything. The photo ban, the secret sharing, the group chat, the entire year I spent hiding Elliot, believing it was for safety reasons. I included the very first photo I'd ever taken of our son at the hospital, smiling with his perfect little face. I posted it at a time when I knew everyone was on their phones. I tagged every single person who'd been at that party. Then I sent it to my husband's sister who had been kind enough to warn me. The response was immediate. My friends were horrified. Strangers flooded my husband's family's accounts. They found his mother's business page and bombed the reviews. They sent it to his brother's workplace demanding he be removed. By evening, my phone wouldn't stop buzzing. His family begged me to take it down, but my husband was even busier. They spent all day calling him, screaming, blaming him for starting everything. When he got home, he begged me to delete it. He even tried to grab my phone and do it himself. The password didn't work. Later, I found him sitting on the bedroom floor, his phone face down beside him, tears streaming down his cheeks. When he saw me in the doorway, he started begging, "Please, I'm so sorry. I'll do anything. Just delete the posts." That's when I noticed the unopened envelope on the dresser, the paternity test. I picked it up and tucked it into my sleeve. "You betrayed me," I told him. "Face the consequences." I walked out of the room and shredded the letter, the one that would have told him he was right all along. The baby wasn't his.